Ding dong. Ding dong. Oh, hold on. Did you guys hear that? There's somebody at your door delivering a huge bouquet of flowers. Are you available to open the door and get them? Because they're there and they're waiting for you. They are waiting for you and they're beautiful. Hi, everybody. I hope you're home to get your flowers. Welcome to the Save the Good Girl podcast. I am your host, Erica E. How are you guys doing today? How was the week? How are you feeling? I hope all is well. This is a week of celebration. It's a celebratory week. I'm excited for this week. I'm excited for this SOE because this is something that you have been waiting for and you deserve to get. And I want to talk about it and I need you to get this because it's urgent. It is urgent. You need to get and also give your flowers right now. You have to do it right now. We don't have any more time to waste because acknowledging ourselves and others, I don't know what's going on lately. It's not as high as it should be. And for some people, maybe it is, but for some, it's not. And I've been noticing that lately. So I was really inspired to do this episode based off of that because this is going to be a celebratory week. Why? Because it's July, and July is a wonderful month because this is the month of my birthday. So I'm doing this SOE episode talking about getting your flowers because they have been delivered. They are there and you deserve to open them up and see what's going on. And in this episode, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about celebrating yourself, why some people don't celebrate themselves, they don't celebrate others, the reactions to that, and what can we do to actually start celebrating ourselves and others, and why it's so important, because it's so important. So sometimes, right, you're excited to share something and maybe you are excited, right? Maybe you are excited, but there's also multiple reasons why we don't share certain things. Some of it could be your childhood. Maybe you weren't raised like that. Maybe your family didn't really celebrate things, or maybe you didn't come from a family that celebrated anything. Maybe you had to be a perfectionist as a child, so you just feel like this is exactly what I'm supposed to do. Maybe you think it's a natural step, right? So you might think, well, I went to college, so I have to get my master's, or I have to go to law school, I have to go to medical school because that's what I'm going to do. And it's like, yeah, I get it. But then you also have to acknowledge that you actually got into medical school. You got into law school. You're doing your own business. You're getting these clients. I don't care how big or small. It's a big deal, right? It also could be just a lackluster response. Maybe you did share certain things with people, but their responses, which is huge, minimized your excitement because maybe you said something and they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. Congrats. And that's all you got. So now, instead of just minimizing it with that person, some people minimize it with everybody because it's disappointing. It's very disappointing for you to be excited about something and you get a very lackluster response, or they don't seem as interested. They're not really like present. And it's just like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Or maybe you felt disregarded. Maybe you said something and somebody completely ignored you. They changed the subject. They talked about something else. I remember I was, getting ready to do this podcast, and I've shared with a couple of people about me coming back and my excitement to come back. And it was a struggle for me because, as I've shared, I stayed away from the podcast due to grief. So me coming back was a huge deal for me. And I found that I was saying certain things with certain people, not everybody. I will say that. People were very, very supportive, but with certain people, and they either changed the subject, they either moved on really quickly from what I was saying, totally talked about something else. So it's like, you're not interested in what I'm saying. And I found that I was like very upset because I'm just like, you out of all people know what I've been going through, and there's no reaction, which was weird to me at the time. Now I'm learning how to deal with that. Now I'm learning how to deal with that. So if you've experienced any of those things, whether it's from your childhood, whether it's from something that happened in high school, any trauma, not celebrating, not seeing people get celebrated, feeling like this is natural, like I'm supposed to go to school, I'm supposed to have my own business, I'm supposed to make $1 million because everybody in my family make $1 million. That's basic. Like, I don't think we take the time to acknowledge that we are actually taking some really, really great steps. Maybe you did feel disregarded. Maybe you felt like, I'm trying to talk. It's my turn to talk and I don't have a chance because the people that I'm talking to and I'm sharing this with, they're not interested and they don't care. And what I found is when you call people out and you tell them that, it's like, oh no, I do. It's just like, okay, girl, next. Next. And the way that I feel is this: so many people are fighting silent battles and winning. Can we talk about that? Yes, people are fighting silent battles. Yes, we're going through things that maybe somebody doesn't even know, like some real deep shit. And now you're at this place where you are improving, you are getting better, you are making better decisions, you are more aware, you're taking care of yourself, whatever that means to you. And you're winning. You did something brave today, And the winning part of winning that war, winning that battle, I believe that should be pronounced out loud. I do. I believe that people are vulnerable when they feel safe. And you cannot make somebody feel safe when you disregard them. You cannot make somebody feel safe when you ignore them. You cannot make somebody feel safe when you change the subject, criticize them, judge them. That's not a safe space. So when I do have an accomplishment, you are omitted. I am not sharing that with you because now I'm going to be annoyed and disappointed, and it takes away the positive energy that I have for actually doing something right. It takes it away. So I think that there are a lot of people, and all of us, right? We fight these silent battles, or we don't think it's a huge deal unless you talk to the right person and like, wow, you did what today? That's amazing. Like when I was going through my depression, I remember just getting doing my nails. And I remember my therapist literally on the verge of tears because she's like, wow, you are coming back to you. And that was a big deal to her because it signified that I was getting out of my shell. I was doing better. I was healing and I was progressing. So everything is such a big deal. And I know you can't expect you from other people. I know that not everybody is going to react the same way. I understand. I am dramatic. So whatever you share with me, I'm going to be mad hype, like super duper hype. Like, yes, girl. Yes. Oh my God, girl. That's me. I understand that not everybody is going to react that way, but you don't have to. You don't have to react that way to be proud. You don't have to react that way to be, excited and proud of me, right? Because when you actually do get excited and you're doing that and you're excited and you're responding to whoever's speaking to you, you really encourage that behavior. You encourage that person to do more. Because now they're excited. They have someone to talk to about this accomplishment. And now they're going to want to give you updates because you care. And now they can actually celebrate themselves a little bit more. So I feel like for us, we need to allow ourselves to be celebrated. And we need to allow ourselves to have this moment. We need to be excited, right? Be excited, be hype, because you're the only person that knows what you're really going through. And how you have really been going through it, what you've been doing to get there, all the steps that you have been taking, whether it's I lost weight, I gained weight, I got a new job, I left somebody who was abusive towards me, I went shopping today, I got a new t-shirt, like I bought a new body brush for my body shimmer oil. You would have thought I won $1 million. The excitement that's on my face, because I love body glitter, I love body products, it makes me happy. So I was very excited. And I only shared that with people who would share that excitement with me, right? Because now we're excited together. Because I love body shimmer, okay? Love it. But you want to be able to celebrate yourself in whatever that looks like to you. I don't care how small you think it is. If you got into a new program at your school, that's a celebration. If you made your bed and you have not made your bed in 6 months, that is a celebration. If you started taking care of your skin and your skin's looking better, that is a celebration. If you went to the doctor and you were scared because you were scared about the results and you went and now you know what to do, that is a celebration. If you started eating better, working out, going to different dating apps, online dating, doing your own business, starting your own brand, seeing your family more. Maybe that's one of your goals. And you're like, wow, I've been seeing my family this month. Apologizing to somebody, maybe accepting an apology from someone. I don't care what it is. If it's something that is towards progression, towards you being and feeling better, towards overall joy in any capacity, I do believe it should be celebrated. I do believe it definitely should be celebrated. So when people have basic responses, it doesn't ignite you to want to give more. What it does do for a lot of people is it shuts them down and it makes them minimize their progress. And I really don't like that. I really do not like that. Sometimes I got to tell my friends, like, girl, you are a homeowner. That is a big deal. You know? Yeah. Because in their minds, it's like, it's a natural trajectory. Like, well, I'm getting older, so I bought a house. Or, yeah, I met a man and now we're together. Like, yeah, I get it. But let's be present and let's really take time to acknowledge, like, you have a house. You have your partner that you're in love with. You're in love. After all the crap that you've been through, you're happy. And if you are in love right now, you need to be excited in that moment. Bask in that moment. Enjoy that moment. Enjoy seeing your partner and having that energy of a healthy relationship. Maybe you never had that before. Maybe you never seen it before. Now you actually got it. Be happy. You got into that program. Be happy. Right? So what do you do? How can you celebrate yourself? Let's talk about you first, right? How do you celebrate yourself? You need to know yourself. What do you like? What are you proud of? What are some things that you're working on? Say it out loud. Say it out loud. Say it out loud. Know what things you enjoy. Do you enjoy going to the movies by yourself? Do you enjoy getting your nails done? Do you enjoy watching a TV show? Do you enjoy a favorite meal? Can you go buy it? Can you cook it? Do you want to hang out with your friends? What is that? What does that look like to you? And you're only going to know that unless you know yourself and you're present with yourself and you treat yourself in moderation. Is it buying a new dress? Is it buying a new pair of shoes? Treat yourself. I'm so into that. For me, body products, body wash, soap, anything that smells good, I'm sold. I love getting a cute new flowy anything, dress, top, anything. I love that. You know, a new fragrance. I love that. It makes me feel amazing. So what does that look like to you? All right. Determine what celebrations you like. Is it going out with people and going to drinks? Or is it being alone? Or is it doing something on a Friday night? What type of celebrations do you like? And you may have to call for celebrations. So sometimes if you're really excited, you might have to say, y'all, I worked so hard on this particular project with myself, my healing, or my job, or my partner, or my kids, whatever it was. I really want to go out and get drinks, or I really want to go to this Pilates class, or I really want to go to this dance class, or I really want to watch a movie tonight, or I really want to go to reservations to this restaurant that I've always wanted to go to, or can you please come with me to the mall because I'm going to buy my first luxury product. I don't care. Sometimes you need to plan it, talk to your girls, talk to your boys, and do something for yourself. Another thing I'm going to say that's really big when you're trying to celebrate yourself, you got to be very selective of vulnerability to limit disappointment. Very, very selective. This is something that I had to learn the hard way because I found that I was getting frustrated with some people, right? And I'm like, why am I so annoyed with them? And it was because I was being too vulnerable with them and I was not getting anything in return. I was getting a whole bunch of shit in the background. Like, girl, can you sit down? Can you sit down and focus? Let me tell you, one of my biggest pet peeves is constantly repeating myself because you are not in a safe background. Like, why are you doing too much? Like, I get it. Listen, I get it. We multitask. I understand. But when somebody shares something really deep with me, if I'm not available, I'm going to call you back. Period. Like, I'm not going to try to do too much when you're sharing something important. So, be very selective of who you are vulnerable with. I have learned that you cannot share details with everybody. Not everyone gets full access. Some people get basic cable. Some people get premium channels, meaning some people will get basic information about the podcast. How is it? It's good. Some people get information like, oh, I'm working on this. I want to work on this. Depending on what I'm working on. Why? Because of your reaction to me, because of how I feel you respond. So therefore, I'm going to give you more because you want more. You know what I mean? I'm not going to overflow you and then you're like throwing up. And that's what happened with vulnerability. Like, we're not doing that. Another way to be very like good with celebrating yourself. Be present and document the moments. I'm actually going to work on a Shot of Erica episode on journaling. So we're going to talk all about that. Be present, bask in it, smile, feel it, enjoy, laugh, be proud, cry if you need to, right? And we're going to get to that SOE. It's going to be so good about learning how to journal because I don't think everybody knows how to do it. So I got you. Also, if you're spiritual, thank God and ask him for continued support. You need continued support from him. Ask him to bless those who are around you. Ask him to bless you to have discernment. Ask him to guide those people around you because you need that. That's your army. That's your team. So bless them, guide them, and pray for their success too. Because the last thing you need is somebody who's a hater and petty and bitter. We don't want that in our lives. So pray for all of that. Get that negative energy out. And then for others, for you to be a great support to others, ask questions, smile. Do you know how big it is to smile and to be attentive and available? Huge. Acknowledge their efforts. Girl, I know for the past 2 weeks, you have been working so hard at the gym. And I just want to say, I'm so proud of you. Whatever support you need, let me know. That is major, right? Create a celebration for your friends and family. Hey girl, do you want to get a coffee because you just got your new car? That's what I like to do. That's big. It makes a person feel good and they're celebrated. Send a nice text or an email just saying that you're proud, or writing a card. I like to write cards randomly. I know that people don't really do that as much, but I love to write cards. But even a simple text message like, hey, I'm thinking about you. I see you're doing your thing. You are on your grind. Your business will take off. Even something like that is major. And ask for updates. Hey girl, I know that you mentioned last week that you're going to apply for the medical program. How's that going? Oh, great, right? Because it just shows that you're interested. And maybe the person may not want to share every detail, which is fine, but at least they know like, okay, this person's interested. So when they are ready to speak, they know that you're there. You know why? Because you created a safe space. I think it is so important to celebrate yourself and celebrate the ones that are around you. It is vital because life is so short and we minimize too much. We need to minimize the doubt and maximize all of the accomplishments out loud. We need to do that because everything you're doing is a big deal. You don't know who is struggling and needs those flowers right now. You don't know who is on the verge of quitting. And because of your message, your text, your availability, because they feel safe with you, they're actually continuing because of you. You don't know who is proud of what they're doing and feel like nobody cares. You don't know who is struggling to celebrate themselves. They want to, but they don't know how. You don't know who's going through their traumas and it's hard for them to get to that place because of their past and their traumas and their childhood. You don't know. It doesn't take that much to say, I'm proud of you. Those are very powerful words. I am proud of you. You're doing great. Keep it up. I see you. I see you. I posted something recently on Instagram about women supporting women, and I tagged all these women to let them know you deserve your flowers right now. I see you being a mother. Congratulations, you're doing great. I see you being a businesswoman. Congratulations, you're doing great. I saw you got your house, sis. I saw you got your car, sis. I see that new lipstick. I saw that new wig. It looks laid. Okay? I see your nails, boo. I see you working hard in school. I see you pivoting in your life. I see you doing good out here. You're looking great. Your smile is infectious. I see you. I'm going to acknowledge you. And we need to acknowledge each other. So in order to celebrate others, we got to celebrate ourselves. We need to be madly in love with ourselves. Madly in love with ourselves. Lisa Nichols said a beautiful, 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 beautiful quote. And she said, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be joyful. You deserve to be celebrated. But in order to do that, you must first fall madly in love with yourself. And I challenge you, fall in love with you. Get to know you. Congratulate you. Get your flowers, my love. It is at your door. And when you get your flowers, when you get your bouquet, give some to someone else. It is time for us to celebrate each and every accomplishment. We've been through so much these past couple of years. It is time for us to do that. Go shopping, get that bag, get your smoothie, go to the park, get a new item, be in your home, cook, whatever it is you want to do. I'm proud of you. It's a big deal and you deserve it. Fall madly in love with yourself. Start doing that today. And I'm here right by your side to support you. Guys, I love talking to you. Have a wonderful week. Please connect with me on SaveTheGoodGirl.com. Subscribe. I would love to hear from you. You got this. Get your flowers, boo. It is at your door, hand delivered, fresh for you, because you're doing so many fresh and amazing things in your life. I'll talk to you this week.